Ooh, gonna start filling up the bath. I feel like taking a bath. I will be using this scrub. This is from Soap and Glory. Well, my shampoo is actually gonna be Selsun Blue. Yes, ma'am. This is a little exfoliator for gentle private parts, not to be gross. And then this is just a shower gel. And I am gonna do probably a, what are they called again? Bath bomb. Going to do this one. This one is from Dollar Bath Bombs. This is a watermelon one. I've been meaning to use this one, so I'm very excited. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Hey, get out of there. You wanna take a bath? Are you on your tippy toes?
Peak week is not a magic. It's tweak things to ensure that you look your best on stage. That's the goal, right? So, number one, with peaking, be stage lean and stuff like that. So, I'm also not going to do a lot of talking about sodium of water a day on average. We're only going to talk in terms of what you should be doing according to what your normal day is drinks are going to be getting. So, what I like to do on the weekend before is do double cardio. Sounds kind of evil, but if someone is in a really good place, they might maybe
nasty
cardio session. But
going to have lunch before I start filming, just because I'm getting kind of hungry and I don't want to like film while I'm hungry and get a little bit annoyed. You know how it is when you're hungry. So I have a little bit of salmon left over from what me and Ruben prepped. I think I'm gonna cook that, well, not cook it, but prepare it with some rice mix, like a rice blend underneath, with zucchini and maybe broccoli if I can fit it in. We'll see what we come up with. I'm just gonna weigh it right now and figure out that. Yo, stop crying. And I'm gonna take a probiotic beforehand, before I forget. These taste nasty, like these specifically, but they were like 20 bucks at Vitamin World and I needed them, so. All right, so I'm gonna do probably the rice first. I'm going to do grams of this. I'm gonna try and get like 50 grams maybe. That should be around 24 grams of carbs. This is 55, so the cup weighs around 8. So I'm gonna say this is like 50. Yeah, the cup weighs 9, 55 minus 9. I'll be like in the 40 something. So 46 grams of seeds of change rice mix, 15 grams of carbs. So that's good. 1 gram of fat. Do you want some salmon? Mr. Salmon, babe? So I got 2.4 ounces of salmon, which is less than 100 calories. Wow, it's kind of a little bit. Kind of wanted more protein than the diet. And then I'm gonna do some zucchinis. Right, like 1.3 ounces of zucchinis, just like basically nothing almost. And I'm not gonna fit in broccoli. This is actually very, very little calorie. It's like 180 calories. I mean, I don't want to call it a snack because I feel like a bigger portion of this would be lunch. It's really little calories. I'm gonna probably add some chili peppers for sure. I'm gonna microwave this. I'm gonna go upstairs, but before I do that, I'm gonna get some beef jerky. 1 ounce of beef jerky. So this is what 1 ounce of beef jerky looks like. I'm just gonna take that with me, trying to get my protein up. So this is, I would say, meal 2 if you're counting my protein shake in the day. It's actually surprisingly very low cal. I'll probably be probably only be filled for about an hour or two and then eat something else. I am going to be going out with Ruben today to the movies, so I am trying to save a little bit of calories, a little bit of carbs, depending if I want to get some frozen yogurt or something. But basically just salmon, zucchini, a mix of rice, and some chili peppers. Hey guys, what's up? So today is Tuesday, June 6th, and you're going to be watching a little vlog. I kind of want to start vlogging a little bit more. It just feels a lot more natural and organic to me than doing like a bunch of makeup tutorials at this point in my life. But I still love makeup. Wish you could guys see my makeup desk right now. And I'm still going to do makeup videos. I just want to include some vlogs a little bit more as I do my makeup, if that makes sense. So yesterday I actually filmed a really long kind of like introduction. Not like an introduction to the vlog, just an introduction to like my day. And I was talking about my weight loss and whatnot. And for some reason, this memory card is being very difficult and it like corrupted the file. It also corrupted another file in there, so I don't have that introduction anymore. So everything you're about to watch, or did watch, is from yesterday. But today's Tuesday. That was Monday, and I was talking about, I don't feel like I have plateaued, but I feel like I have plateaued with the number on the scale. And I know that people sometimes are like, I would hear people be like, you know, the scale is getting to me and the scale will play tricks on you, and I never related to it because when I first started like a month ago, no, almost 2 months ago, I did see results within like the first week. I'm doing this because I don't want to get my hands dirty. I did see results in the first week on the scale. I think I dropped like 2 pounds, which is pretty normal in the first week. And then within the coming weeks, I started losing more weight. This is where the 12 pounds came, right? Where I lost 12 pounds. But fast forward to when I left on vacation to Cabo, which was on the 25th of May, 26th of May, around that. I left to LA first, then to Cabo San Lucas. Then I came back and went to Houston. My weight at the lowest was 136, and now I feel like I could not get dropped from 137. When I got back from Cabo, I weighed myself and I was at 137, and I was like, okay, 1 pound from vacation, from when I was kind of not necessarily eating what I want. I was still tracking my macros, although my calorie intake was getting higher and my exercise level wasn't the best like it is back home. My eating was okay. So I feel like I was kind of maintaining my weight. I also feel like I was about to get my period and I was already feeling cramps, not TMI, I'm sorry. I was already feeling like my boobs get like swollen. You know what that process that your boobs kind of go through? They kind of grow when you're on your period. I was feeling that, so I knew I was about to get my period. I knew I was bound to get my period, and I was kind of tripping out about why I gained a pound. Although I was still taking care of my macros, I was still on a caloric deficit. I probably was intaking like 1,300 to 1,400 max 1,500 on a day or two. During that time, I did have one cheat meal out there, and I know that obviously is going to affect it, but I wasn't necessarily worried about it. I had a feeling that that pound would come down from Cabo, and then like 2 days after I came back from Cabo, me and Ruben went to Houston to my nephew's graduation. At this point, I was like full on period, like full on bloated, full on period. I just used the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer to prime my eyes, and now I'm going to be using the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place. I love Juvia's Place. I actually want to order like her other palettes that she has. Really like their brand. So I'm going to be using this palette, and I have a few like eyeshadow palettes that I want to play with. I have a Cinema Secrets shimmery shadow. Then I have some Anastasia Beverly Hills new shades, which I don't know the name of them. I will do my best to look them up. If not, they'll be on Instagram. All of my makeup details, Instagram, always on Instagram. So when I came back from Houston, which was like maybe like 2 days ago, was it? I got back Sunday night. Today's Tuesday, so around 2 days ago, I still kind of felt myself like weighing the same. I barely got off my period not too long ago, so I started kind of doing research and being online, and I saw that when you're on your period you gain weight. I mean, I kind of always knew that you get bloated. I feel like that's a given. I feel like most people know you get bloated. but I didn't know you actually like gain weight. I mean, it makes sense though, right? If you're bloated, you're gonna gain weight. Like even if it's water weight or water retention, ooh, whatever it is, it's a gain. I did go, ooh, sorry if I'm multitasking here. I'm getting the orange and the brown right now, and I'm just putting that in my crease. I'm just kind of going with that. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing. So I was reading online, and a few women were saying that they gain around 3 to 5 pounds on the period. Other ones said, you know, they only gain like 1 pound or 2 pounds. So and that they give it a few days before they weigh themselves again. I don't know why I've been so like looking at the scale. I think it became like a bad habit and I need to like grow out of it, but at the same time I do feel like because I'm more on a weight loss journey than just, you know, trying to get fit. Like I have goals, I should look at it as long as it's not really like fucking me up like mentally, you know what I mean? Which it isn't, but it is. It isn't because I'm not letting it affect me. I'm not letting it like affect my motivation or anything, because as far as body composition goes, I feel like there's a lot of difference. My clothes fit me a lot differently. I would wear a 9 very comfortably, and now a 9 will just fit me like big. I kind of want to show you guys my jeans in a little bit. I'm wearing a 9 right now. There's just a lot of extra wiggle room. And a 7 was like my type pair. A 7 was like, a big 7 would fit me good, and now like a solid 7 fits me like comfortably. So the 7 has become my new 9, and my 9 is almost like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to wear my size 9 jeans as often, and those were always kind of like my go-to. So I definitely see a difference in my body comp. I see like, you know, muscle gain on my thighs, my quads and whatnot. My trainer even told me, he was like, you're really leaning out. He was joking, he's like, your butt's getting bigger. So I know there's like progress, I know that, but it's just, you know, sometimes the numbers could get to you. They could get to you. So I'm gonna go ahead real quick and clean up my brows with some concealer. I'm gonna be using LA Girl for this. So that's kind of just what I was talking about. Yesterday I weighed in at, again, 137. I was at 140 for some, like, I think it was just bloat when I was in Houston, and I was like, yo, what the hell? Like, how am I at 140? And when I was doing my research about being on a period and weight gain, I was like, well, that makes sense, because if I could possibly gain like 3 pounds to 5 pounds on my period, that means if I was at 136, 5 pounds would be past 140. So I was like, okay, like I'm probably gaining 3 to 5 pounds on my period. Like I shouldn't freak myself out over it. So I'm not gonna weigh myself till Friday morning. Give it some time till I'm actually off my period. But I am trying to lose like 5 pounds, 5 to 10 pounds a month would be my realistic goal. And Friday I'm also going to be checking my body fat composition with my trainer. Last time I checked it, it was at 33. So I'm hoping that it's a little bit below 33. I'm actually hoping that it's at like a 30. That would be cool if it's at 30. And I've just been kind of pushing myself harder at the gym as far as cardio goes. I feel like in the beginning I was just kind of doing a lot of cardio with minimal weight training, and now I'm doing more weight training, which I love and really enjoy, with very minimal cardio. But I feel like in order for me to like get a little bit more lean, especially right now that summer's coming along quicker than I could imagine, I want to just kind of lean out, and I know that I need to do my cardio, so I'm trying to burn more calories with cardio at the gym. So I've been bumping it up to like 20 minutes to 30 minutes almost every day. I did upper body yesterday, which wasn't too hard. I mean, I did tire myself out, and I did do that for about an hour. So I did 30 minutes cardio, and I did 10-minute hit, and then I did 15-minute hit cardio, so like high intensity interval training, and then I did 15 minutes steady cardio. So I felt really good after that. Like I felt really tired, like I had pushed myself to a good limit that day. And then today was leg day, and shit, I did a lot. I kind of really have been trying to push myself on leg days. And I did like 20 minutes steady cardio just because I was really like, oh, I was so tired today. So I didn't do any HIIT cardio, but tomorrow is most likely going to be like circuit and abs, like my core, maybe some upper body as well, like some arms, I mean. So I'll probably try and do another 15 minutes steady and then 15-minute HIIT. So that's kind of just where I'm at. If I don't see like the changes that I want to see with like my body fat composition or like my weight by Friday, I'm gonna have to dial in my diet and see what I'm doing in my diet, if that's possibly fucking me over. Because I'm thinking that probably me going over my macros, I mean not crazy over my macros, but you know, me not really following, getting my protein intake, eating way too many carbs probably, then protein, and maybe my fats were a little bit too high throughout my vacation and throughout Houston and all of that shenanigans. My eating schedule was kind of weird. I'm thinking that that's probably what's catching up to me, and now I'm just paying up for it, which is cool. You know, a pound for all of that. I'm not mad at that. I know Ruben gained like 4 pounds. He really went crazy though. Like, he was eating whatever he wanted to eat every single day, and I'm so jealous of him because I think he already dropped the weight. That's just how men are though. They drop weight so easily. So yeah, that is where I'm at. Didn't just tell you guys. I know my carbs were kind of high. Yesterday I had a pretty high carb day yesterday. I did like 120 something carbs, and I usually never go that high. I had Tutti Frutti at the theater, so had like 8 ounces of Tutti Frutti, but those were like my only carbs for the rest of the day, so I was okay with that. I enjoyed that Yogurtland Tutti Frutti frozen yogurt so much. I just had fruit with it, like, you know, 1 ounce of fruit, a little bit of fruit. It was so delicious though. So that's where all my carbs went, but I'm actually kind of glad that I did those carbs because today I feel like I was able to push myself more training wise, and I'm just gonna keep today very low carb. I'll most likely be sharing with you guys what I'm eating for the rest of the day, and I will also keep you guys updated with my like journey and where I'm at this Friday and whatnot. So that was enough talk about working out and nutrition, food. Now I'm gonna get back to the makeup real quick. I just cleaned up my brows, which I think they look much better than they did like 5 minutes ago. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of this. Should I do purple, or I should do purple, not blue, huh? I'm just gonna add a little bit more of this purple, well, some, because I didn't even add some, on like the edge of my eyeshadow, of my eyes, and like kind of almost blend it in too in my crease, because it has a very pretty like red undertone. And I'm also just gonna kind of wing it out. So Cabo was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I don't think I would go back just because I think it was really expensive for what it is. That sounds so cheap of me, but I just feel like Vallarta, Puerto Vallarta is prettier. It's more green. If you guys ever want to travel to Mexico, I personally like Vallarta because it's very green, and you could like swim. The water's very calm, so you could swim in it. I don't know why we couldn't swim in the water at the resort, because the currents were just way too strong. So I know why, but I just thought it was weird. Usually whenever I go to a beach in Mexico, we always swim in it. But I totally get it. The resort was very beautiful. I stayed at Pueblo Bonito, Sunset Beach, Pueblo Bonito in Cabo San Lucas, and it was very nice. The flight and the hotel weren't like crazy pricey in my opinion. I think what was pricey was the like services. So the taxi ride was like $100 from like the airport to the resort. A 20-minute drive was $100. I was like, are you guys kidding me? At first he said 100, which is 100, so I thought 100 pesos, which comes up to like $11. I was like, that's amazing, we'll take it. Like, I told him, yeah, I get it. And then he was like, oh, like son dólares, saying it's $90. And I was like, what? What you mean it's $90? It's a 20-minute drive. Are you kidding me? And they don't have Uber over there. I guess they just don't have it for some reason. So I wasn't happy about paying $200 back and forth in that trip. $200 just went on taxi. I'm not gonna lie, I am still annoyed about that. So I just thought it was a little bit expensive. In Vallarta, the taxis, they're not that expensive. It's like maybe 20 bucks. So food was decently priced. Food was pretty good at the resort. Man, it was a very, very pretty location. It's very deserty with the beach. It's actually very beautiful. I think a lot of Mexico is beautiful. All right, now I'm going to put Nefertiti, I don't know, and Sheba on my lid. So this is Sheba, and this is, I'm so off. This is Nefertiti, and this is Sheba. I'm gonna like try and mix these and do something and put them on my lid. I'll probably maybe do like a cut crease. Or you know what, I haven't really done just like a blend of eyeshadows recently. And then we went to my, this is so pretty. We went to Houston. I love Houston. That's like one of my favorite cities that I've been to. I used to live there. I don't know if any of you guys remember that, but I used to live in Houston. So I really have a place in my heart as far as cities go. And my nephew graduated, so we wanted to go and be a part of his graduation in high school. It's kind of a big deal to my family because, to be quite honest, like my parents did not get an education here. They are immigrants, and I didn't finish high school. I got my GED, which I'm not ashamed of that because I feel like I was still able to accomplish things in my life. I don't think that not having a long education means, it doesn't equate like your value or the rest of your life or the rest of your career life or the rest of your success as far as that goes. I truly don't believe that. A lot of the people that I grew up knowing didn't have a high school education. I don't want to sound braggy or anything like that, but my own dad, and this is just, I feel like this is just kind of almost inspiration as far as immigrant wise go, and people who are immigrants or have immigrant parents might be able to relate to this. My dad is like from Mexico. Like, he didn't have an education growing up. I think he did. I don't even think he went to middle school. He for sure didn't go to high school, not even trying to be rude. And he ended up making like 6 figures here in the United States without all of that, which I think that's a pretty big accomplishment. You know, he did very well for himself financially. He took care of my mom and all of us growing up. And he did it basically coming like from absolutely nothing. I know that was back in the day. I know things are different now, but there's still a lot of people that I know that are either around my age or older by a little bit, sometimes even younger, that they don't necessarily have an education, but they still push themselves in life to do the things they want to do or have the things they want to have, and, you know, be successful in their careers or in their jobs, whatever it is that they choose to do. My dad's boss was also an immigrant. I believe he was from Israel, and he is like a millionaire, and he's an immigrant. So, you know, I don't necessarily mean to say that it's not good to have I'm not trying to say don't have an education, because educations are, I think it's amazing. I think if you could, you should definitely go for it. But I'm trying to kind of give you guys a background as to why, you know, to our family, it was a big deal that my nephew graduated high school with honors, and he got a lot of scholarships and all of that. It was a really big deal just because I didn't finish high school. My sister didn't finish high school. Only 2 of my sisters finished high school, and it was a continuation. And none of us really went to a university. Actually, none of us did go to a university. One of my sisters went to like vocational school, but none of us went to like college. I went to beauty school and I dropped out. So that is that. So I was really excited to go and see him graduate, and knowing that he's gonna go to college makes me very, very proud of him. David, I doubt you're watching this, but we are all very proud of you. So now I'm going to apply one of the Anastasia shades. I didn't end up applying Sheba. I ended up just applying Nefertiti on my lid. Now I'm just going to apply this pink shadow right here. Let me pop it off real quick and tell you guys the name. This is Ballet. So I'm going to be applying Ballet somewhere probably right here. So it was really nice to go see that and see all those kids graduate. That always makes me really happy, especially knowing a lot of those kids in like the Aldine school district, they're Latinos, they come from Latinos homes. A lot of them have immigrant parents as well, immigrant families. It's just really nice to see them do well, and it makes me very proud of my ethnicity. And I don't want to say my people because that sounds weird, but you guys get me. Alright, so now I'm going to go back and apply a little bit more of that Nefertiti color. I think I'm going to skip liquid liner for today. I'm just going to apply some mascara and big lashes. It's just some blends, some easy blends of shadows. So going to Houston was nice. I tried to eat as good as I could out there. It was kind of hard, especially I didn't have a lot of room to like pack things. I had one backpack, and in Cabo I actually was able to pack a lot. So I packed like beef jerky and like supplements and protein bars, and I was a little bit limited. I was only down there for a day though, and the fact that we're still in the US in Houston, duh, I was able to go to places like Chick-fil-A and Chipotle that you could kind of have healthy options. So my eating was actually pretty good over there. I will say Ruben kept buying candy. He bought like M&Ms on the plane ride, and I had a few. It was so tempting. I told him, why do you have to buy this shit around me? Like, Jesus. You just have to like be kind of self-disciplined. If you're gonna have some, just have a little bit. That's kind of how I see it. I guess I would consider myself a flexible dieter. If you guys don't know what flexible dieting is, I would suggest, if you have a very hard time eating completely clean or eating completely like whole foods, to look into it. Because in the beginning I was eating like pretty freaking clean all the time, and I was having almost all whole foods and not even a lot of processed foods. And although it is a really good diet to have, it's just really hard when you come from a background of like eating a lot of junk food. It's kind of hard to do that transition. I feel like flexible dieting allows you to like still have all types of food. By all types of food, I mean literally from like whole foods to processed foods to straight up like fast food and junk food, just as long as it fits within your days. And of course, as long as you're not overdoing it, you're not also trying to abuse the fact that you're on flexible dieting. You know, you want to try and eat as clean as possible and throw in some treats or meals in there that necessarily are not as clean. So for my mascara, I used Benefit Roller Lash, the one I'm using right now, which is like my ride or die. And I also, before that, I used a Tarte one. Let me give you guys the name real quick. Gifted. I swear Tarte has so many mascaras. For my lashes, I've been really into this brand lately. This is Bold Face Makeup, and they have packaging like this, and they just have really pretty lashes. I'm actually going to use this pair from theirs. This one is called Rise and Grind, and I don't know if you guys could see, but they're just really long wispies. So I'm going to go ahead and apply these, and this vlog is going to be kind of long since I'm talking so much. So if you guys want to see the rest of the makeup look, you guys will see it throughout this video. But if you guys want to know all the details, go on my Instagram. They're going to be on there. And if anything, I'll just list them down below. They might not be as detailed, but it's basically going to be what's on my Instagram. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my makeup. Maybe go get more water because I'm thirsty. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. I didn't want to forget what I used, so I thought I'd just tell you guys what I used on my face. For my foundation, I used Makeup Forever. This is color 128. I always think I'm like 148. I'm 128. And I used the Hourglass foundation, which I really like the way it looks today. I have trouble with this foundation. I don't know why. I don't know if I just maybe wasn't applying it correctly. Maybe it was a primer, but I had trouble with it before, but I think it looks really good today. So now I know that this combo is a winner. And this is how it looks. This is shade Sand. Oh, I'm like in the mood to go makeup shopping, although I don't need anything. For my primer, I use the Farsali Unicorn Essence Drops. For my powder, I baked with the Kat Von D Translucent Powder. This one right here, I always use a MAC Studio Fix NC40. I've gone through so many of these. This is my holy grail. And for my contour kit, I use the Frankie Rose Cosmetics one that I use quite often. And I believe I also used today the Wet n Wild. This one, I used this shade underneath. This is actually a really nice banana shade. For my blush, I use the Juvia's Place palette. Where is it? It's a really pretty blush palette. Oh, it's right here. I used the Saharan Blush Volume 2. And inside, I'll show you guys what I used. I used Sola and Lena. And for my highlight, ooh, highlight's a little popping today. I used Banana Split by Kylie Cosmetics. Here you go. For my eyeliner, I used Jouer Cosmetics. They have an eyeliner. I do have a code with them. It's Alva J. I used the Slim Creme line. It's really good, by the way. And what else did I use? For my lashes, I used Bold Face Makeup. I think I had shown you guys. Rise and Grind. And I think that's it. For my concealer, I used Tarte Shape Tape. And I also used LA Girl underneath. For my contour, I used the Hoola Contour, the new one that they recently came out with. I used this one. I think that's it. Am I missing anything? For my lips, I used ColourPop Cosmetics and I Love Sada E collaboration. This is the curvy lip gloss. It looks really, really good underneath the tone of my lips, if that makes sense. And I did apply some Farsali drops underneath my lips for this. So that is basically the makeup look. I'm now probably gonna go downstairs and get yogurt. I need to clean this up now. Probably take some photos before I eat so that the lips look cute. And I mentioned to you guys how my jeans are fitting me differently now. I'll go ahead and share with you guys because it's always nice when you're like trying to lose weight and you're on this journey, and sometimes the number, it'll be fucking stubborn. It won't move, and it could be multiple reasons, but it doesn't mean you're not making any progress. Because if you notice changes within your clothes that other people can't notice or whatever, you could tell that you are making, you know, progress one way or another. So I'll go ahead and show you guys my pantalones real quick. So I have like an up close lens right now. So these jeans are size 9, and these usually would fit me very, very tight. They still fit me pretty good from the back. They still fit me good. It's not like they don't fit me, but I'm used to having my jeans fit me like just like tighter, you know? Like this is usually how my jeans would fit me. I don't mind this fit because I don't have to really worry about my stomach like really spilling over or anything. But there's a lot of wiggle room, and I didn't have this wiggle room before in this pair of jeans. Let me just make sure it's a 9. Yeah, so this is a 9. And if you guys are wondering, style, I'll have down below, but they're from Fashion Nova, and they just fit me like they would. I was not able to do this before with my size 9 jeans. My size 9 jeans fit me very snug all the time, like even from back here. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not like, whoa, like look, it's all the way over here, you know, but it's a noticeable difference to me that I noticed, like, crap, my size 9 jeans fit me now like not tight, and my size 7 jeans fit me like tight, like normal. To me, tight is normal. But yeah, so that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm probably gonna go get yogurt right now downstairs. I'll show you guys. I need to come back upstairs, clean this, clean the house. Ruben's supposed to be cleaning downstairs. We'll see how well he's doing at that. And I need to take photos. See you guys soon. Hey, it's time for you to wake up. Alright, so I made myself a little bit of yogurt. I did have some ice cream before this, about 2 hours ago. Catching my breath. My camera's being so weird. I hope this footage is good because it's literally been acting a fool. I have to kind of pick up my room a little bit. Ruben already picked up the downstairs area, so now I'm doing the upstairs. Not too messy or anything, but if you guys are wondering about the yogurt, I get plain Greek yogurt. I try and get it non-fat, just like protein, a little bit of carbs, and I just chop up strawberries and blueberries, and I did throw in also some almonds in here, like 4. That's all I had left. And yeah, this is just a little snack I'm having. It's pretty healthy, I would say. And I'm gonna pick up my room. What are you preparing for yourself?
Myself little sliders.
Your what?
Little sliders.
Did you cut these up or did they come like they came like that?
They're sliders.
Yeah. Did you do it purposely because your meat got all messed up?
Mm-hmm. I knew the meat was all like torn up.
Why did you do that?
It's because they were both thawing out and they got stuck together.
So I'm recording you though.
I already started this, yo.
I'm going to have one of these,
You're
which
welcome. I knew you wanted some weird.
I mean,
shit.
they're probably not the greatest because it's wheat, and wheat is controversial. It has hella ingredients, so it's processed, but
Well, if you don't want it, I can take it back to the store, okay? I ain't here for the complicated. Oh, it's healthy, but not really. No,
it's healthy, but not really.
Oh my god. I love ketchup. I don't like tomatoes, but when it comes to ketchup, we're friends.
You're ridiculous. It just has hella ingredients. The calorie isn't bad on the calorie count. It's 100 calories per little roll, 22 grams of carbs per roll, 5 grams of protein, 2 sugar, which I mean, it's alright, 5 fiber. So I'm just gonna have one of these with these like turkey. Wait, these aren't the turkey. These chicken patties. One of them's kind of burnt, don't judge me. They smell good. From Trader Joe's. I was gonna have veggies, but I think I might still just a little bit because it is carbs. I kind of just want to do half of one of these maybe to satisfy my starchy carb habit thingy that I love. So we'll see. I'm so hungry. Are you gonna do dishes or me?
I've been doing dishes all day. I'll get these done. If you're gonna sweep them up, I will do that. If you sweep them up, I will do all this prep.
Really?
Really?
Okay, but you have to scrub it. I got these at GNC. They were like 20 bucks, but they taste terrible. What are you doing?
I'm opening orange juice. I'm thirsty.
Smells good.
No poke, bro.
So one of these is 100 cows. Ooh, super thin, but it'll do. I don't know if I should do 2 patties. Should I put this in the microwave? Cause I'm really hungry. Gonna put these in my app. It says I was gonna scan it, but I could just look it up. Trader Joe's chili lime chicken burger. I'm assuming 1 serving is 1 patty. Boop. Gonna scan these real quick. 100 cows. I actually have a lot of room right now. I'm at 1,000 calories with this, so I think I'm gonna do another patty and then add some veggies. Or like half a patty maybe. I'll do half. Wow, half is shit. I'm gonna get some hot sauce, Cholula. Gonna add some peppers. Probably just like. I need to go grocery shopping. This is what my fridge. It looks not that bad, but we're actually kind of low on a lot of stuff. So I'll be substituting the lettuce since I feel like it went bad with some spring mix. This one's from like Walmart. Oops, I spilled. I'm gonna show you guys my kind of random weird dinner, and I'm gonna read you guys real quick where I'm at with my macros. So I just got some spring mix, and this is the Walmart brand. Ooh, it's like 20 calories for like 3 ounces. Just to be safe, I'll put like 1.5. And I'm currently at 1,184 calories eaten today, 125 carbs, so it's kind of higher than I wanted, 109 protein, which is pretty decent for me, and 34 grams of fat, so I might try and get a little bit more protein in later. Maybe I'll do like some beef jerky or something random like that, yogurt, but for the most part, I'm good. I should keep it lower on the carbs, but it's okay. My plate looks like, yeah, I use a lot of paper plates because if not, my sink would probably be over here, and this is already enough for us, so we're big on paper plates here.